Hi guys, I don't know if you know, but there was a great TV show a couple of weeks ago on GMT with Bela Gil and Jamie Oliver. Jamie Oliver, as you probably know, is a chef, a British chef, and Bela Gil is a Brazilian chef, right? So it was really interesting to see Bella speaking to him and to see how she spoke English fluently, although she sometimes took, you could tell that she took little breaks. So she was talking to Jamie and then she spoke a little bit more slowly because she was trying to think about the words she wanted to say. Her English is really good. I found out, I read a little bit about her, and I found out that she studied in New York and she lived there apparently. This is what I read. Well, I'm sorry if this is wrong, but this is what I read about her. That apparently she lived in America for 8 years. However, listen to this, it's really important. She lived there for 8 years and she moved there when she was already an adult because she went there to study at university, which means you don't necessarily need to be a child to be able to learn another language, English in this case, fluently. You can be older, it's okay. However, it takes, I've said this many times, it takes effort and dedication. I'm sure she was very dedicated to her learning and her university degree that she did there, which is really good. Something I noticed as well that I really want to say. People normally ask me, Patricia, I only really know American English. Am I going to understand a British person speaking? I'm not sure. Yes, Bella learned American English and Jamie is so British. He has a very strong British accent. He's from Essex in England and he has a very strong British accent. Also, Jamie has a lisp, which is when you don't pronounce the S correctly. I'm not sure you can say this, but correctly. So when he says the S, he says it like this. This is a lisp. So he has a lisp. He's very British and he talks fast, very fast, and also tends to not pronounce the T's in the word. So the word better, for example, he would say better. And he's, in the middle of a sentence, it's hard to understand when you don't speak English fluently. This verb, to tend, like I said, he tends to not say the T. He has the tendency, this happens often, that he doesn't pronounce the T's. So it's hard to understand him if you don't really know English. And she clearly does, because she understood, I could tell that she understood pretty much everything he said, if not everything, and an expression that is good for you to know. Jamie Oliver is as British as it gets. It means that, he is completely British. That's, his English is completely British. His personality is so British. I love watching him. So, as British as it gets. You can use this expression with anything. Like, São Paulo is as busy as it gets. There is no busier city than São Paulo, for example, okay? So this is what I wanted to say. Something else that is important. At one point, Bella was talking to him and she said the word hopeness, coming from hope, right? So she goes, oh, this hopeness, can I say that? She said something like this. She asked him if this word was correct and he was like, yeah, sure, it's fine. Hopeness is not a very used word because you can just say hope. You don't need to say hopeness. But this is to show you that if you're talking to a native and you say something and it's not necessarily correct or used, they will understand you most of the time. So try to talk, try to speak, try to use the opportunities you have to practice your speaking. This is crazy advice coming from me because when I was learning I was extremely shy and I didn't want to speak if I wasn't speaking correctly. But it's good to practice and it's good to try, and something that I always did and I still do, if I'm talking to a native and I want to say a word and I'm not sure it's right, I ask. So ask, just like Bella did, and this is a great opportunity for you to learn, so be open to learning, okay? I hope you enjoyed this video, and I love making videos to talk about Brazilians speaking English because, you know, there are so many Brazilians who speak great English, so we should focus on those people, alright? So Bella did a great job talking to Jamie, and I really enjoyed watching the show. I love cooking, you all know this. So it was amazing, fantastic, and I hope that you come back next week. If you have any suggestions or anything to say, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye.